Rolling.
Hi, this is Dave, and today we're going to talk about how to rip music into the automation system. Now, you have to remember that we operate on a principle where all music that we want to import to the system has to be uploaded to the network first, and then, depending on the type of format that it is, the music will be reviewed and then loaded into the automation system. So this is step one of a two-step process. So we're going to take a regular mastered CD. Today we have the best of Tito Puente and his orchestra. We're going to take a mastered CD. Now remember, this process will only work on a mastered CD, something that you have purchased from Amazon, a record store, or gotten from the library. If it is a CD that you have ripped at home and put onto a CD by burning it at home, it will not work, okay? So we'll talk about this in another video. So we're going to take our mastered CD and we're going to put it into the CD-ROM drive on one of the computers on the far wall, or the wall facing my office in the newsroom. Now, we're going to give this computer a couple seconds to load the CD, and we're going to get the option for the auto run from Windows. We're going to come in here and we are going to click close on the autoplay window because we're going to use the program titled Exact Audio Copy. Now on all three computers you'll notice that there is an icon right on the desktop for Exact Audio Copy. We're going to double click on this and then we're going to get a message on the screen that Exact Audio Copy is loading. Now, if we see from this dialog box that is titled Configure Auto Rip, you can go ahead and click Configure. This won't necessarily happen with all CDs, but with many of them it will. It'll only take a couple of seconds, so click on the Configure button, and then you'll get a dialog box popping up that says, it may need additional information or everything worked out okay. Whichever one it is, just go ahead and click on OK. What we're going to notice from the program now are several fields. The disc that we put in has 12 tracks, and you can see that it starts at track 1 and it works itself sequentially down to track 12. You'll notice that each track has a checkbox just to the left of it. By default, all tracks on the CD will be imported into the system unless you state otherwise. Now, you'll notice that none of the information for the CD is populated. It doesn't know the title of the track, it doesn't know the artist. Now, for most mastered CDs, what you'll be able to do is query the free DB button. You'll notice it's right up here in between the eject and the mailbox. FreeDB. What this is going to do is it will query a metadata provider on the internet, and it will try to find the title, artist, and album information. We're going to go ahead and we're going to select this button. It'll take a couple of moments. Now, if this works, we're going to get a box that says, do you want to search for cover images now? You're going to select no. Then it will ask, do you want to search for lyrics now? Again, we're going to select no. After it does this, it will auto-populate the title information for each track as well as the artist. And at the top, you'll be able to see the album name as well as the genre and the year the record was produced. The only thing that is not included in here that we must include prior to ripping is what the record label is that this CD came from. You can find that on the back or on the spine of the CD. I'm looking at the back of the CD right now and I can see that the record label is BMG Music. So I'm going to type BMG Music into the comment field. Now you'll notice it doesn't say record label, it simply says comment. You're going to type the record label into the comment field and the computer program will do the rest. So BMG Music. At this point, you're going to select the tracks that you want. If you only want to select particular tracks, you can click the button that says select/deselect all. You'll notice that we have now unselected all the tracks. And I'm going to go ahead and just click on the title track, Cuban Nightmare. When you're ready to import this music, you simply click on the Wave button. You'll notice when you highlight the mouse over, it will say Copy Selected Tracks Uncompressed. At this point, it's going to ask you, where do you want to rip your music to? You're going to notice that there are plenty of options, most of them sorted by genre. Now, the majority of us will be loading music into the student music library. So the first thing that we're going to select is we're going to select students. Then we're going to select the genre of music within the student library where we want to import this. Tito Puente is jazz, so I'm going to select jazz. After that, you'll notice two folders, ingested and labeled. We are going to rip all of the music that we want to be imported into the music library into the labeled folder. I'll simply select labeled and click OK, and then we'll notice that the extracting audio data box will appear. We've got a couple of progress bars which will tell us about how much time we have remaining, and at the end of this process it will tell us if there have been any errors. So we'll wait for just a moment now until this is done, and then let's look at the error box. You'll notice it says copy OK right down here. If you notice that copy is OK, then you're pretty good. Go ahead and click the OK button. You're going to get an error report. If it says that no errors occurred, then you're in great shape. Simply click the OK button, and you're now OK to either close the program or to insert another disc and repeat this process. All right, this concludes how to rip music using the exact audio copy on the Newsroom computers.